These ingredients are disgusting. I was not ready for this. So with everything going on with children and the war on our kids, the food that we're giving them, all of the environmental toxins and things that they're exposed to, if you can make your child's formula much healthier, why not look into it? I'm going to take you through my process of deciding against a US formula and why I went with an organic alternative that is loaded with nutrients. It's the second best thing to breast milk. You need to know about this one. Welcome to the channel. My name's JoAnna. I'm a mom with a passion for holistic living. So today I'm going to share with you my experience about deciding on a formula for my daughter. It's a little outside of the conventional box. If you are into holistic living, you may have heard of this German and Dutch formula that people talk about. It was like a foreign language to me when I heard about it, so I'm going to clue you in so that you can have an advantage when you're out there making these decisions for your baby. So basically in the US, there are, these formulas that are pretty common. You can go buy them at Target. I had looked into Similac just in case I wasn't able to produce breast milk because my goal was to breastfeed, but some people can't breastfeed for whatever the reason may be. So I said, let me just have formula here as a backup. When I went to order Similac a month before giving birth, the order got canceled on me. Blessing in disguise, because right as my Similac order got canceled, they were in the spotlight for being recalled. So you do everything you can in pregnancy to be healthy. You want to give your children the best that you can for keeping them healthy, whether it's the food and all the things, right? And then the first thing that you give them at birth is going to be formula in the hospital. And the hospital is giving them garbage. Look at the ingredients. It's full of filler, bad stuff. They get recalled all the time. So when my Similac got canceled, thank goodness it did, I switched to a German organic formula. It's called HIP, H-I-P-P. You can sell it. There are retailers that are based here that will ship this formula to you. It's a little bit of work just, making the bottle. I had to kind of go on YouTube, learn the way the bottles were made. It's a little bit of extra work, well worth it, because when you see the added nutrients that are in this formula, my doctor actually told me to keep my daughter on it until she was 2 years old, rather than switch her to regular milk, which is something you can do down the road. He said that the regular milk is a little harder for the babies to digest, and with the added nutrients in this German formula, he was a big fan of just kind of change the levels. So you follow the guidelines. They have like a 0 to 6 month formula. Then you take it up a notch to, the second level when your baby needs some more nutrients. So the German formula has different stages, and we did this formula until age 2. My daughter loved it. We never had any issues, and she is super healthy. So like many of the things out there, food, bread, all the things that people are talking about these days, the standards in Europe are different as far as what they will allow and not allow in their foods. So let's do a side-by-side comparison of what is in your typical US-based formula. We can use Similac in this example, and what the German alternative formula has as far as nutrients go. So I think another misconception that people have after giving birth is that if you alternate formula with breastfeeding, then your baby isn't going to want to be breastfed. And I am a big proponent of breastfeeding. I did it for 3 months. I think there was a great benefit there for my daughter. Circumstances vary for people. Some people will do it for 1 month. Some people might do it for 2 years. But in my next video, I'm going to discuss how I use this formula side by side with breastfeeding to give my daughter optimal nutrition. Okay, ingredients of concern in Similac formula. Cupric sulfate. This compound, used as a drying agent, is also recognized as a pesticide, herbicide, and fungicide. It's classified as an irritant and potentially harmful. That's your US formula. Corn syrup solids and vegetable oils. These ingredients have been associated with elevated levels of toxic metals in baby formulas. Let's see what else we have here. We've got Similac product recalls, February 2022, October 2022. That's when I was looking. That's when mine got canceled. December 2023, reports indicated that 2 infants developed infections caused by, I can't even pronounce this, Chronobacter sakazaki after consuming powdered formula made by Abbott Nutrition. Investigations linked the bacteria to an open container of Similac NeoSure formula. In July of 2024, a judge ordered Abbott to pay $495 million in damages after determining that the company failed to adequately warn that its formula for premature infants increased the risk of necrotizing enterocolitis, a serious bowel disease. So it might cost you a little bit of extra money for this German formula, but trust that it is absolutely for your baby's best health. So are you ready for the HIP formula certification? We've got organic formula here. Ingredients are free from synthetic pesticides, GMOs, artificial additives. High quality organic milk is used as the base. We've got gentle proteins, easier for the babies to digest, especially those with sensitive stomachs. We've got prebiotics, probiotics, DHA. The list here is honestly just so long. I'm going to put this out there for you to read and digest yourself. Omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids, vitamins and minerals, vitamin D for bone health, iron for cognitive development, calcium, B vitamins, clean ingredients. So again, I'm all about the HIP formula. There's different versions of it. They've got anti-reflux. You know, if your baby's got different things going on, do your research. There's variations that will work for you. I used the HIP formula for 2 years. Couldn't recommend it more. So I know this is a lot of information. Check the description box. I'm going to put more information there so you can do your own research, read about my experience, links to the products where you can find these formulas so you avoid all of the stuff that I just shared with you. I know another hot button topic is if I give my baby formula and I want to breastfeed, will that take away from the breastfeeding experience? I'm going to share that in a separate video. My experience was I was able to do both successfully for 3 months before switching to formula entirely. So I will take you through the ins and outs of that. Make sure to watch my next video and subscribe. Thanks so much for coming by.